Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play NewsTower, and this is the sounding rocket. It is June of 1931. We just had a fairly decent week as far as our print run, except it was pretty sloppy. We had a lot of negative tags, so I'm kind of trying to work on that a little bit. I did just buy some paper. It seems I'm doing that at the beginning of every week, so I would say that getting to auto ordering of paper is going to be a good thing for us. At this point, though, I have access to the editor's desk, and I think it's important for us to go ahead and exercise that. Just as a quick reminder, these are tags we're looking for. We should be able to at least meet this one because we have one of these already in store. The Mafia wants us to print more lies. We did that last week for the mayor, so why not help out the Mafia with its lies too, right? So Town Hall, nope, it's the library is where we get the editor. And there it is, the editor, or the text editing desk, perfect. And the editor can use dictionaries. We'll go ahead and grab those, just in case we don't have a lot of good options for our editor. What else do we get? We have a +2 paper cutter down there eventually, nice. And then up here we have the graphics version of the editor, and an issue board, which is just an editing bonus. So, okay. I shouldn't say just. I mean, that's good. It's a bonus that we would get to use. But now we can go and put our editor to work. So, I've got a couple of places I can put them. I can put them down here with the sales desk person. Eventually, we're going to want a lawyer here, too. The lawyer doesn't have to go in this room just because they're here. So the sales desk, let's put them, well, the thing is we want them closer to the top because the articles, I'm trying to remember how this works. I think they take them to the editor's desk first, and then they get taken up to production. So, depending on the size of the editor's desk, it might not be the worst move to take this guy and put him down here. Yeah, let's see how wide that desk is. Text editing desk. It will fit in there, just barely, but it will. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this guy, put him next to the other reporter. He's losing his sports buff, so we'll give him that back. He lost his other sports buff, give him that back. And I'm not even sure what this one was. Come on. Had it for a second. All right, there we go. Is it entertainment? Crime. I'm not quite sure why it would be crime. Let's see if we can finagle this in here a little differently at all. Okay, so that's benefiting the both of them. This is only benefiting him. This is only benefiting him. This is benefiting both of them. There we go. Okay. Well, we tightened that up a little bit. That's good. And now that editing desk. So drop an editor right there. Now we got to go hire one. And we only have one person available. The good news is she's heat tolerant and she is not horribly expensive. So that is who we're going with. Not that we had much option. We could re-roll and see if we get somebody new. I kind of avoid that. I don't know. I think it's an interesting option. I've read some posts where people are like, "Whoa, it needs to be more than 3 re-rolls every week," and I barely ever touch it. So I guess we're just playing the game differently, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just interesting to me that people have very different ways of kind of accomplishing the same outcomes in games like this. Okay, so why were dictionaries showing up? Why would I be able to put a dictionary on the printer? I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be. I really don't know what that might do for us. Seems a little peculiar. It's not giving us a plus anywhere, right? Wouldn't there either because that person is already decked out. I'm not seeing any more places it would be helpful. Just odd. That's all. Yeah, okay. I think we'll just, I don't know, stash it. I'll forget about it if I leave it there. Put it in the stash. I'll probably forget about it in the stash anyway as well, but we'll see. Okay, we have some stories coming in. Society. Actually, it starts with economics. We get some influence points, and we have one of those lies. Well, we can use some money. We want to build another floor eventually, right? Let's start with Charlotte. She's getting close to leveling. A couple more of those stories, and she'll level up. Crime story coming in. Oh, I don't know. Everybody's looking healthy right now. That's good. So maybe some of the steps we took in the previous episode are starting to pay off. Another lie. Man, we're going to get a couple of those in there. We have to buy a ticket for this one. But influence, silver tags. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That's worth it. We're going to knock off 18 hours. And we're going to take the top one. There we go. I'm taking the top one. I don't want to move to the left right now if I don't have to, because I think it's police brutality or something coming up if we hit that in next week. Okay, let's get going. Lawsuit cost, yeah, we knew that was coming. That lawsuit was brutal. Need to look into getting the lawyer, that's for sure. All right, so the first half of this one is done. We have a decision. We can go with the lie or we can go with tags. Long run, the tags are going to give us more money than the lie itself. But this is one of those that moves left. Now, if I could move it left 3, then I'd be happy with that because I'd be out of that zone again. Oh, no, it's probably more like 5, though. So let's go ahead and we'll go with pleasing the mafia guy here today. We'll go down here. 16 hours on that story. Al Capone faces indictment. This was pretty big news in the 30s. Let's see where we can go. So this will give us the hot topic. And we have reporters that are standing by. We should be able to pull this one off. Yeah, we're going to get mobsters probably. Lucky us. I'm happy about that. One less thing. Okay, and then we will get the third story there. So we will have the hot topic. Double sales on each printed crime tag. Very helpful. Very helpful. Let's get over to this guy. Crime tag, lie. All my crime reporters are out, and they will be for probably another day. But we'll sit here. Okay, not quite so long. And more stories coming in, and I went too far. We want to go to there. Okay. Politics. Sure. Let's go have Elaine handle that. Society. Angry mob. Good tags. Cancel each other out. Interesting. I guess you can cut a story, right? Once you've completed it and it's over in the paper, you can cut the parts that aren't completed or any of the pieces you want. I don't do a whole lot of that either, and that might be something I'm missing out on. Let's go ahead and do the top here. Have to do that anyway to get any further, and we'll see where that goes. That's our hot topic. That's right. Here it is. Boom. Okay. Hopefully our typesetter and assemblers are willing to work overtime this week. So does she have any work? She has, yipes. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry. My first thought was she has 10 articles waiting for editing at 9 hours each. That wouldn't be good. I don't think that's what that means. I think she has 10 sheets of paper on her. Which does remind me, we can probably give her another buff, or not a buff, a trash can might help with comfort a little bit. Because she will generate paper waste, although it doesn't look like it's making a difference. So maybe we don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll go with it. Okay. Unpausing and moving forward. One of the comments that Jan Martin had when we talked was that one of the things he likes in games is the ability to be able to play it for 20 minutes and be done. And I have to say that's what the cycle is for NewsTower from week to week. You can play a week in about 20 minutes. While I'm talking through it, it takes me a little longer because I kind of have to stop and think for a second. Because I am not nearly that talented where I can do both of those things at once. But in the long run, though, it doesn't take that much longer for me to do a single week. And I have to say I agree with that. I find games that you're able to just jump into, get in them quickly, and then play for a short period of time and save your progress and be able to move forward. I love that. All right. Well, we're going to have some problems with reporters and stuff. And I think our security, yep, she's walking them out. That's good. Let's pause, see where we're at here. Another story with a lie. It's probably not going to get printed, honestly. It's out there a little bit, but it also has a statement. And that's a silver tag, so we'll probably go after this one. What do we have here? Blocked by protesters. Yeah. That is a problem. Going to need to get those protesters out of here. We can speed up the security guard by giving them some buffs. Maybe we should take a look at that. I might not have bought the buffs yet now that I think about it. I don't think they're comfort. They're probably production accessories, maybe. You can also get to them by clicking here and saying find the buffs. We don't have them yet. We'll go ahead and grab the alarm bell. And it just makes her a little more efficient at her job, just like any of the other buffs in the game. So, I don't know where it puts it, though. Not comfort. Utility? Yep, utility. Look at that. There we go. Yeah, I'm wondering, I can't remember what this one is really helping with. If it's helping at all. It doesn't kind of look like it is, does it? This one. Yeah, they don't really have a noise issue down here, so maybe we find somewhere else to use that more wisely. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Moving on. Still blocked by protesters. Not happy about that. She's working them, though. They're getting out of there. Another kind of sketchy thing we could do is hire another security guard temporarily and drag them down there and have them deal with it and then fire them right away. I'm not a fan of that, though. And I also think that's just more work than it's worth in the long run if you start doing that regularly. Let's go with Chris on that one. This is the one leading to a lie. So that will be done. It's going to take a full day, no matter who we put on it. This one might be better saved for next week. Yeah, so it'll be Saturday late. They could get it done if everything else is out of the way, but we have a lot of backup now because of the protesters. So Probably not going to happen. Now, another thing I just realized, I could have grabbed my reporters and dragged them and put them somewhere too. Again, I tend to avoid that level of micromanaging in the game. I think if you want to do that, you are more than welcome to. We're not going to get to this one, and I'm not going to want to print lies next week, but we'll hang on to it just in case there's a reason to. I'm just hoping there won't be. I'm hoping we get a better option of, what are those called? The hidden agendas. That's what they're called. Hopefully you get some different ones that aren't requiring lies next week. All right. So we have crime. Crime is a hot topic and another lie. Look at that. Man, they just came pouring out of the woodwork, didn't they? So this one, this will not get done this week. We're gonna skip it. I think we're going to be tight as it is, thanks to the protesters. Well, this one's going to get done, so that's good. We skipped the copy editor. Okay. Sloppy production. So this does show us the order, though. The reporter comes in and it would go to the editor, and then the editor goes to the typesetter. So that's kind of important to know in the long run. If we knew that like half of the story was problematic, looks like the whole story it's sloppy production, right? Yeah, so that's the final step. We don't have somebody to fix sloppy production. We have sloppy reporting that can be dealt with. So 1, 2, 3, we are going to be a little tight this week. I don't think we're going to make it. And of course, I just realized I never assigned an ad. I totally forgot to assign ads this week. Hate when I do that. I do it more often than I should. Should be just part of my routine is first thing at the end of the week is see what ads are out there. I'm going to try to get a little bit better about that, particularly when you start getting to the ads that include engraving and things like that. Then you start to have serious missed opportunities. All right. And so this is an unpopular story. Possible lawsuit, more lies, but they have statements attached. So, we have some options there. How much is it going to cost us to get out there? $50 to not change the length of the story time. By train. Okay, now that I'm not understanding. If I buy a train ticket, I save 36 hours. If I buy a boat ticket for more money, I don't save anything. I don't know why you would buy the boat ticket. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see if it makes a difference. Okay. That's that story with a lie. But the bell's about to go off. We're approaching Sunday. There it is. And we're just going to run the clock to the end of the day because we know we have a lot of things that are backed up. This will get done for next week. We'll have he will level if he does that story. So let's do that. We still have that sports story. I think that's it. Yeah. We'll send Chris on that. He should level up if that one gets done. We might not even use those stories, but their reporting is still getting bumped for doing the work. So that is helpful, and we are now at the end of Sunday, so we just got to go with what we got. And okay, so sort by readiness. We have 9 stories ready. That's a plus. We don't have a lot of great stories ready, unfortunately. We have tons of lies to print. That'll be $1,500 if we get all those in there. We have some tags. We got some sloppy production. Those are, debuffs basically. And we have 3 crime stories that'll all effectively be worth double. I think we're going to want all those on the same page. And we don't want it to be the front page. I'm going to go with this guy for page 1. On page 2, we'll go with this guy in that slot. And then we'll put the other crime stories in here. Page 3 will be the economics. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Back to page 1. Another silver tag, but it's not a match. Okay, that one's full. And I think I like how that one is set up. So we have economics and society here. We have a tag that matches both of those. That's 5,000 additional. And here's an econ that we want because it includes 2 influence tags. We will take those. So we're down to 2 stories down here, and we have 4 stories to pick from. All of these are politics. So 3 of them are. 1 includes a lie. Well, we're going to want that for the money that the mob is going to give us for it. And then secondly, it has a silver tag, so that is helpful as well. And then finally, we'll just kind of a pick 'em between these other 2. And Roosevelt honored or city's service wins. Court dismisses suit to force carrying out of promised offer to stockholders. We're going to go with Roosevelt honored. There we go. Okay. 151,000 newspapers sold. That's going to be nice. Lots of doubled tags due to the hot topic. And we're going to go for it. Here we go. All righty. Not up to my standards. Mine either. We're working on it. Okay. Yeah, we only got the 2 tags out of all of that, but we did get some money from the mob for the hidden agenda. We are getting close to being able to afford that next floor, which will be helpful, and we did improve our reputation with them. Okay, well, we are going to be square in the middle of this. We'll see what this does to us. This is not the brutality one. This is the fine by police. We might... Nope, it's going to be bad. $1,250 fine. All right, well, it is what it is. Yeah, there we go. Got 3 ad opportunities this week. I'm going to try to remember to do that as soon as we jump into that screen. Okay. Looking good. Leave the recap and we are into here. We now have access to the graphic workshop. That's going to require a floor. It just is. The Illustrator and whatnot is their extra desks. So we only have 16 points. We could probably get the Illustrator and start utilizing that. I think we have some space where we can put it. Let's hold off for now, though. We'll come back to that. Let's see where we want to build next. Oh, and paper, we have discounts on paper, and this will also include the auto paper order, which I do want, but we are a little influence poor right now, and I think maybe the Illustrator will be more important to us in the long run. Let's see what everybody wants to offer us. I'm still not thrilled with this. We have sloppy production. Okay, so sloppy reporting is what you get with your reporters, obviously, and then production is with your typesetter and your assembler. So I need to start working on comfort for those guys, I think. That should help, and we'll try to figure that out in the next episode. That might be the way to go, and if we can address that, because we haven't had sloppy reporting for a couple of weeks now, other than what carried over from 3 weeks ago. So that might be a good solid one to go with. Let's see what the other ones want, though. The Mafia will send mobsters. That's always a big minus for me if we don't print these kinds of stories, but we already have those stories available to us, it looks like. I think this is what this is telling us, right? course, we're not going to see them, but sports stories are often the triumphant. I think we could meet this pretty easily. Let's see what the mayor wants. Print no politics. Well, again, we have 3 politics stories already lined up. I think this one goes away. I think it's old news. So we're not going to be doing that one. But nonetheless, I'm going to skip that. We're going to go with the mobster. And I'm going to see if I can get my production issues sorted in the next episode. And then we'll start working on things for the high society ladies. So we'll take this one. And then the neighborhood we're going to go to. I had to pick them maybe out here. How are we looking for that one? We have a defeat flag. We have a silver tag already. Okay. What if we start coming down this way? Sports tag. Sports in defeat. Maybe we don't have those mobster tags yet, so we might have to pay closer attention to that. Coming out this way. These are things you can add to employees. We don't have any of those yet. Need the illustrator for that one. Fair enough. We only have one of those so far. That is completed. I'm wondering why... Oh, none of them are loyal yet. I think that's what the hat means, or the crown. Don't have those. Let's go with this guy. I think we had... Yeah, we're sort of set up for that. This will get us some sports equipment for sports reporting. A few comfort items. A few new comfort items. And a gumball machine, nice. Okay, more food. So yeah, let's go over here. We'll go with that one, and that sets us up. And we will continue on in the next episode, but I am going to do this before we quit so that I don't forget. We're going to go ahead and run one of these ads. I'm going to do this one. And Dolores is going to get started, and yeah. So that way... That'll be over here now as an ad, and when it completes, it actually won't tell me when it completes because it's a 1-part ad, but at least I'll have one in for next week, and we can run that if we need to, and I won't have missed that. All right. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if I have earned that from you, and if not, that's okay too. I appreciate your time, and until next time, fair travels.